I have a 20 years of technology background, and my talk or my thoughts would probably be a little different from what you have been hearing from morning. So I'm a hardcore techie for all practical purposes, which is slightly an aberration to the BPO industry as of now. I have been working with the IT industry for the last, hardcore on the IT services side 16 to 17 years. In the last 4 years, I have been working as a part of the BPO organization, but focusing on technology. I would like to start off, what I would like to cover in my session today is probably, I think Sunil gave me a good entry into my presentation. His last slide was that, will India grab this opportunity of moving into using technology or moving into innovation? And my 10 minutes of thought is going to be on why I think that being in India and being in BPO is going to help us move into the IP revolution or bring about the next revolution in this industry, and why I think we will grab the opportunity in the next few years. So to start with, let me start with, if I'm claiming here that yes, being in BPO and being in India is going to give us a natural advantage of moving into an IP-based country over the next few years. First, let me just briefly rejig whatever we know already. Being in India, let us see what kind of innovations we are famous for, and what is it that we are good at, in terms of innovation. If you see, basically being in a country like India, which is a lot, where we have disparate backgrounds, where we are a lot more, we have a lot of diversity. Predominantly, our innovations are driven around inclusivity, which means making sure that we include resources and people across the entire country. So if you see even the latest innovation that we have, one of the Akash tablets, which is $35 tablet which we have come across, so that we make sure including the rural, from the rural to the urban, to make sure it is inclusive. That is one of the innovations we have done. The other thing which we are good at is also innovations based on frugality, doing more from less. So if you take either the wood burning stove or any of the other innovations, a lot of the other innovations that we have come across, there are enough and more innovations that we can show in India around frugality. The third one, I think morning also somebody mentioned, the basic culture of India, which is the Jugaad culture. Yes, I know I have to get it done, so what do I do? So if you see the latest Meen Mandi, which is there in the rural Tamil Nadu, it is nothing but a bullet with some bodies to make sure that they bring the fishes back to home. So if you see, a lot of innovations that we have done in India in the past, are all based on, we are capable of doing these innovations, but one of the primary what you can call as a drivers that we operate upon is we need a crisis for us to innovate, right? So we need to know, yes, today I can't do anything else to transport fish, I don't have money, I can't afford tablets across, I want to include. So that is one of the reasons which motivates innovation, which we are good at. So let's move and see. Now, India in itself, yes, we have an innovation culture. Does the BPO industry have enough crisis for us to innovate? Yes, I think from morning, I will not spend too much time on this slide, but from morning I think we have heard it enough. Yes, we have a major cost demand, mainly because, it is BPO, if you may call BPO outsourcing, or the markets look at BPO for two main reasons. Predominantly one being from the cost, the second being talent. I would not call it second, probably one of the factors being talent seekers, which is probably to get your KPO or your analysis or insights from the market. The third, because India being a market itself. So multinationals which want to come to India and which we want to move ahead will utilize the talent. So cost is a big pressure for us across, because we have multiple countries, multiple geographies, our wages are going up, salaries are, as we have been hearing in the morning, nobody is happy with the salaries.